The ones that kind of let me flex the new features in Figma.
Play around with sound and a bit of animation.
And just playing around with the animations and
I
stuff.
really like that one because it was using AI for something more human. We're going to be reviewing 2024 and the wonders of work created in our design challenges. So you'll all be given approximately 60 seconds to showcase the beautiful work you've done of your favorite design challenge of the year.
The ones that kind of let me flex the new features in Figma and Framework. So the one in Figma was this Tiger Burger Zoo one. It let me explore the whole video thing, different layouts, this new bento box layout, and the new kind of like feature from Safari where I could lift image off. So this was pretty fun. I had lots of fun doing that. And then the toy collection one, the Kid Robot one, which was allowed them to kind of play around with Framer. So this is Framer. And then different kinds of scroll effects that I could play around with. Yeah, so these ones that kind of let me kind of, explore and kind of let me learn a bit more.
Yeah, so the toy one for me was one of my favorite as well because I got to play around with something different, play around with sound and a bit of animation as well. So yeah, I really enjoyed working on this one, and it was just something different. I think sometimes it's nice to work on something different. Yeah, basically that one is it. I also have like a runners up. My runners up was also the animal one. Also playing around with bento boxes as well. I love cats, big cats. So yeah, just playing around with that was pretty awesome.
The first one is this app where it was like a mood cooker where it gives you recipes based on how you're feeling. I got to play around with different tags and how they work. So I felt like it was an app that taught me more on how tags can work and animating some emotions for the app. And yeah, I thought it was pretty cool app wherein you can also scan different products. So it was probably my favorite app which I did. But another one would have to be the watch app where we will design like a user flow for payment using your smartwatch. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, I thought it taught a lot in terms of how we can work on tiny screens.
My all-time favorite is this one where we had to do like a space travel, I think it was a space travel agency thing on my pub, and this is I think it was my second design challenge since I've joined the company, and yeah, this was super cool. Got to explore. Looking at it now, my stars actually look whack, but the idea was to get them flickering randomly around the planets. So I quite enjoyed this, and just playing around with the animations and stuff.
Man, I forgot how good this was. It's so good.
Yeah, amazing. It's almost like one of the website we've been sharing with the dev team on a weekly basis.
Yeah. So yeah. And funny enough, my favorite ones are all desktop. So the other one was this one where we did, I think it was it was also something about traveling, but mystery traveling. Yeah, that's what I called it. So it was just one pager. And then I just basically utilized videos, and I had to spend a couple of times figuring out how this layout works, just to show you it's all just one thing. But then when I take you through when you scroll, it just basically, and then it gives you a code according to the environment. And then here, take memories, leave only footprints, and I just incorporated this video, and then it just ends with a gallery of the places you visited. And yeah, the last one is this one, Noah's Ark Learning Academy. just sign in, and then you choose like, what you're interested in, what type of architect, all that. And then it just basically shows you like your courses and stuff. And yeah, that's me.
I got two that I've chosen. The first one was I think it was actually the first ChatGPT generated one. Ended up being a really cool idea, just like using AI to tell stories. But it was like, I ended up translating it into a way for people to essentially like store memories as a family. So it would be like a game where you then essentially can speak to it and tell stories, and then it will log all those stories and anecdotes, call it, and into a passable story like this. So the way it would work is essentially you would then come tell your story, give you a little briefing as to how it all works, and then you would choose who's playing, and then start the game. And then you'd get like however long. It would firstly generate a card as to what you're going to say. You could also say your own thing, and then start the story. And then it does a little timer. So yeah, I really like that one because it was using AI for something more human. Also got to use a lot of AI generated imagery. And so it was quite a fun one that like tested new ideas. The other one, much like eBay, I loved this zoo creation one, but mostly because of using some new tech. So like we started using Jitter and being able to test that out as a way to quickly showcase animations and how you can craft animations for different platforms. I mean, so just being able to test out new technologies and this kind of direction we want to push things into.
For the app, this was like a fictitious online learning academy that we did. I actually started with the admin side of this rather than the learner/user. But I actually really like designing this app because it's fairly like data heavy, but it's also very colorful at the same time. So it's the two things mixing together. I really like making colorful icons and these badges. I mean, I just got started with the badges, so they're all the same thing. But if I had a bit more time in the challenge, I would have created a whole bunch of different ones. And also trying to get the boring information stuff to look a bit more interesting was also kind of fun. You can see here I did a example of like what a course would look like. So we got introduction to machine learning, how many people enrolled, and a few things about it with the different stats that are related to that course. And then on the other side, one of the challenges was a build a burger app that we did. This one was kind of more of an experience, so I've got the prototype showing here. This one, so you say begin, and then it starts with what type of bun you want. So you choose toasted, sesame, or plain, and then you would click next, and it's the cheese, and you choose the type of cheese you want, and then after that it's the garnish, and then it kind of has a summary page where you check out. Obviously we'll go through more steps, but again we didn't have that much time in the challenge to try and get through all the steps, so I just did 3 for now.